Ooh, welcome to another episode of Exit Realty Radio. I am your host, Billy Jack, franchise owner, designated supervisor here at Exit Realty Central in El Paso, Texas. In today's episode, I'll be discussing real estate emergencies. You all know what I'm talking about, those emergencies you get where your deals seem to be falling apart, financing's not coming through, appraisals are being difficult, you have an inspection report the size of the Library of Congress. Get CPR, get EMS over here because my deal is dying and I ain't gonna get paid. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It could be very difficult and frustrating, and sometimes you think, why am I even doing this? But the key thing here is you got to keep calm, okay? Keep your composure. All these type of difficulties, everything has a solution, folks. The key primary focus is just to work through the problem, just keep your calm, work through the problem, analyze it, dissect it, ask your colleagues, you can ask us. It's just don't panic yourself, don't worry yourself, okay? Most of the worrying is pointless. Many years ago, when I was with Century 21, I had a very good broker over there that would stress that very, very highly. I can't remember the exact number, but it was somewhere in the 90% range. And would say that the studies, that they show that about like 90 something percent of all worrying is pointless. Because usually it never really happens, or it tends to work itself out, or eventually a solution will come in. And if it doesn't work, you just have to move on to the next one, or try something different maybe, or something. But the idea is, just don't overstress yourself. If you do, you're gonna end up burning yourself out in this business. Okay, and that's not what we want. All successful realtors, that they have multiple deals, a lot of deals going on at the same time. It can be a little bit stressful, but they're not going to waste all their energy worrying on one certain thing or just one deal in particular. The main thing too here is to always remember that the way you act and the way you perceive yourself and project yourself, the customer is also going to see that. They're going to see that vibe. If something happens, appraisal's too low, or you have a real aggressive inspection report, a big old encyclopedia has just been sent over to you, and buyers panicking, and this house is destroyed. Well, you need to learn how to work through it and just explain to them. Of course, for me, I have many years of inspection experience. If you need some extra clarification on some items, of course, you all know that you can send that over to me and I will help you. All right, so just don't panic on it. Every deal's a little bit different. Of course, it's a very lucrative business, but stay positive and always keep your confidence. When there was again, going back to the story, when I was with Century 21, we had the broker would say, he had a saying that he would say, fake it until you make it. Now that doesn't mean fake your work, but the idea is you always act that you know what you're doing. Even when you don't know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. When I was a police officer for almost a decade, when we arrive at a scene, every scene is different. Some scenes it's total chaos. You have no idea what's going on. What am I gonna do here? Who's in charge over here? Well, I'm in charge. We get there, we're in charge, and we'll settle it and handle it until we get it under control. And we never know what's gonna happen. In real estate too, people are different, transactions are different. You just need to take charge of it, take control of it, educate your clients, or even try to. I understand some clients can be quite difficult. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But this is your business. This is your job. Study it, learn it, and take control of it. And don't ever be ashamed to say, what, I don't know. Okay, that's another big thing. Sometimes you might get some questions from a buyer or a seller or a situation in your deal, and you're gonna say, well, what about this? What about that? And if you don't know, just tell them, what? I can't give you an accurate answer right now, but I will find out. Okay, in the inspection side, I go into all kinds of houses every single day, and I'll still see in my 14 years here doing this, I'll still see some items and I'm like, what is this? What did these people do to this house? But and I'll tell them, you know what, I don't really know, but I'll take my pictures, I'll research it, I'll look at my textbooks, I'll Google it if I need to, but we'll find the answer. And people will appreciate that. I've never had any kind of pushback. Well, you're stupid. You don't know your job. That's not gonna happen. And don't be afraid of that. Okay, none of us know the answers to everything. Even in the police officer, I'm very knowledgeable on the law. I still study it all the time. But there's some legal matters that still come up, and I'm like, well, what is this? I have to go back to the books and just read it and study it again. And there's no shame in that. Hey, we don't have hard drives installed in the head where we can remember everything. And so just going back to the emergencies in real estate, there really isn't no real emergencies. Everything has we can push it a little bit. If you need some extra time, hey, there's the amendments. Hey, we can do extensions. Hey, and don't let the other agents on the other side push you. I need this right now. You need to get this to me right now. Okay, just, hey, we'll do it. We'll do the job. Do it efficiently. Do it in a timely manner. But don't stress yourself. Okay, don't over stress yourself like that. That won't be good for you. It won't be for your customer, and ultimately, it's gonna decrease the quality of your service. Well, folks, I hope that this was very informative. I hope it was entertaining at the least. If y'all have any concerns, of course, y'all know that we are here for you. Myself as the designated supervisor and the broker of record, Maria Rojas, we are always here to help you. We want to see you succeed. We don't want to see you get burned out in this business. It can be a very good career, but it does take some patience and some dedication. But you will succeed. Okay, just keep your confidence up. You know what you're doing. You got it. You're going to be making those sales. Okay, so stay positive, stay true. This is your host, Billy Jack, signing off.